this may be last question, Annapurna, I think, which is a important thing. We wanted your expertise, being, you worked in corporate, you actually mentored a lot of leaders in the industry. So what are the 5 things this armed forces team need to do before they actually kind of an approach to all this group, or maybe a few ideas on that?
Thanks. Even if you would have not asked, I thought I will snatch the mic.
I know that.
Where do I start? That's something which will be boggling on your heads. Where do I start? So let me be very honest. Age is not on our stride. We have done one innings. We have wanted to do another innings. Right? So you at the same time, as Aparna was telling, IT is only one industry. There are many industries which are blossoming, and they wanted people. Startup world. Sir is here. You ask him, he will tell, okay, all of you are already employed. Because they need people. They need really committed, trusted, high on integrity, can take processes, put processes in place. Youngsters are coming and putting their shops, but they don't know, after a point, they're giving up. They just don't know how to stand there.
So few of them writing down, you want a specific 5 points?
The resilience is so low for those startup guys. They this one investment income, they tell, okay, fine, I'll shut my shop and I'll go away and I will do something else. Murli started his own company, he's still there. I'm very happy. I started, I didn't
going to be there by the
I started, but I didn't sustain. I went back to corporate. I will come back again. But see, there are so many different issues when we want to do. But for you, where do I start and how do I start? Number 1, when you have to come to the civilian industrial world, which you wanted to be there. The platform is LinkedIn, where we all are existing. Okay, please be there on that platform and get to see people who are there on different, whatever interest you have. You are a supply chain expert, you are operations expert, you are a PMC expert, anything. You connect to all those people, connect to all those groups. Then start talking to them. Little bit, telling bit what it is and things
networking.
Like that. Yeah, networking, that's what. Okay. Then the third thing what you could do is, you could always become a gig employee. What is this gig employee? You can always tell that, hey, do you have a challenge in your organization or something like that? Directly put this to CEOs. They will be more than happy to converse with you and tell what's the challenge which is going on in your organizations. And do you see that I would like to work on this challenge along with you and take a piece of it.
Taking assignments.
Taking something even while you're studying, live projects, which is called. You come, we will sit with you. Hey, say, supposing I wanted to do a big global acquisition and I'm stuck. Night and day I keep working. But I will partner with you and we both will start doing it. So you will also put in your curriculum vitae that telling that I have worked with this company, an MNC global in multiple countries, on this project. Which is again giving you an avenue to see that, okay, where it can happen. So 2 streams open out. Either you can come back to your industry or you can become a gig worker and start doing projects of this sort and things like that. And startup world needs you for sure. And get into those guys, go to those startup meetings, go and see what is happening over there, where the things are happening, and those guys, they will be more than happy to have you because they need someone to support them while their idea is getting executed. Problem solver, being resilient, being the change maker, putting that, navigating through those ups and downs when things happen, how to talk, the power skills, everything is there. So these are some of the takeaways. I would say that. And if anyone wants to work with me on different things, I have lots of things which I wanted to brim and discuss. They're brimming on my head. We can just have something as a project. We can work on that and then we'll see how it goes off.
Fantastic.
And we are there here, definitely. Whatever possible, we will definitely do it.
Thank you, Annapurna. I think, when I asked actually Annapurna 5, I think she told 10. So guys, keep it up and continue that. So on this note, sir, I think I'll come to you. Give me a second. So a quick information about it, right? I just looking at data yesterday. I think, there's about 87% of people who are actually retiring from armed forces in Europe is getting placed. And in the US is about 97.3%. India, I don't know. There are a lot of things this group need to do for this group. And please go back and look at each of this profile which is going to be presented here. Try to work it out. We all there. I think, all these industry star wars can actually make this happen. I think, thank you very much. Thanks, panel. Sir, you want to say something?
I echo with Annapurna. What she said is absolutely right. When I was in Israel, Israel is the startup nation of the world. I asked somebody, how come Israel is able to produce so many successful startups, even beating Silicon Valley? They said one thing, one main reason is all youth, there is a compulsory, they have to work in the armed forces. And in Israel, you know that every day they have to fight in the borders. And one gentleman was telling when I interacted with him, sir, we don't know whether I can survive. I will have an opportunity to live or not live. That is a kind of a risky areas we fight almost when we are there in the armed forces with the Israel government. That's the reason why we take a lot of risks in the startup industry. Risk and reward, they go together in the startup industry. And those people are succeeding very well because of that one particular element. I think since Annapurna was telling, while India's IT services industry is going down, but startup industry is going up. We are number 3 in the world. And a lot of opportunities will be there to all of you. If anybody is interested, our startup companies are struggling with not having the right kind of manpower. If you can, whoever is interested, we can make you as a founder of a company. There are so many startups are mushrooming in India, and we are helping all the startups. Many cases, we find there is no proper maturity because they have not gone through all that. They are a very techie kind of set of people. They don't know beyond that. So that's where probably you can add a lot of value, and India should beat Israel, in terms of startup companies with support from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you for your great words. Thank you, panel. It was a great session we all had.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I felt this is the right forum for me to add some tips if I can, because I come from a consulting background. As I mentioned, I always bring an outside-in view. I'm neither on the corporate nor with the candidate, always as a neutral person. As far as skills and competencies are concerned, you guys have a lot of it, right? If I have to even compare it with what the other thing. And then there are opportunities on one side, there is skill on one side. Where we are actually missing the bus is how do you connect both the worlds, right? It is nothing to do with the skill, it's about the softer part of it. When I speak to my corporate clients and say, you know what, I have done a lot of hirings, but my percentage is still less, where we see challenges, there is some kind of a stereotyping on the corporate side, which happens, right? It is basically because of the lack of knowledge. How many recruiters can understand your CV in the first place? How many of them? They see there is a lot of respect for your profile. They look at it, but they can't understand, right? What are these divisions? What are these functions? They see, okay, logistics. What does logistics do in a defense system versus a corporate? They are not able to match, right? And then basically it will start from there. So when they don't understand something, then it goes into the back burner. So I think we need to find a way. At the micro level, we do it on a case-to-case basis, but this is not going to solve the problem.
Maybe, sorry to stop you. Shall we take a oath, work with all of them, this group, and prepare and work with them, creating skills? If that is there, I think I'm okay to be part of that. I'm sure Ashwini, you are going to be part of that.
Yeah.
Sit with them and make them agree on, I'll pick up maybe out of 35, 40, maybe I'll pick up 10 and work with them and say that these are 10 people, I'm going to make them CV ready. Absolutely. Right? So sorry to, because I know he's behind me, and on interest of time, maybe we'll talk to all of them separately and give the inputs, but this inputs is extremely valuable, Ashwini. I think we'll do that.
Absolutely.
I'm taking 10, Ashwini is taking 10, she's taking 20, she has to take little more, but it's going to happen, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, panel. Thanks for this time.
Actually, what I would suggest is, whatever job you're applying for, take a look at what skills they need. Fine-tune based on the experience that you come with. Add where you've used that skills. That will help. Use ChatGPT. No one is stopping us. But fine-tune it to what you want.